The second thing that you can do is practicing speech on your own is to grab a voice recorder or your phone. So almost any phone nowadays has a way to record your voice on it. And then what you can do is you can try to speak in English for about 5 minutes each time, and then choose a different topic each time. So you might talk about your job the first time, your studies, what you want to do in the future, each hobby that you have, what you did yesterday, or try to tell a story from a book or from the news. And then try to speak constantly for 5 minutes in English, even though it might seem very difficult at the beginning. There's nobody's going to be listening to this apart from you, so you don't need to be nervous, and it's a good way to start practicing. And then you can listen to the recordings that you made, and then try to analyze what you did wrong and what you didn't do so well. So it's very painful to listen to yourself speaking at the beginning. We're not used to listening to recordings of ourselves, but you'll notice when you listen to yourself many mistakes that you've made and many things that you didn't notice while you were speaking. So you can listen for things like, what sounds are you not pronouncing very well? What problems with tenses did you have? For example, past tense, present tense, future tense. What words were you unable to say? So maybe you didn't know a word for something. You had to say it in Chinese, or you had to make a guess and it was wrong. So the words that you didn't know when you were speaking, you can now go and look up in a dictionary, and then the next time you'll know them. You can put them into your vocabulary software and continue to practice these vocabulary pieces that you didn't know before. And then just think for what kind of mistakes were you making, and then write down what these mistakes were, and then next time try to pay a bit more attention. So if you continue to make these recordings and to reflect on your mistakes and listen back, then you can really get a lot of practice in and improve very quickly. Another thing that you can do is you can find a friend or a teacher of English or a native speaker to help you to listen to the recording and to point out some mistakes. So it might be very difficult to listen to their criticism at the beginning, but this can really help for you. If you don't have native speakers, you can also find a Chinese English teacher or even a friend who's studying with you, and you can help to analyze each other's work and to listen to each other's mistakes. And then you can learn from each other. This is another great thing to do. So these are all ways which you can practice speaking on your own, first of all, and build up your confidence. It's very important to be confident when you're speaking a foreign language so that you have things to say, because when you're speaking to a native speaker, you might get more nervous or you might find it more difficult at the beginning. So these tactics can help you to build up your confidence and make sure that you're able to start speaking.